This is Vinnieart. I'm the creator of Shadow of the Kraken, which is available on Indiegogo right now. I'm also the creator of City of Venus, co-creator of Through the Woods. Those campaigns are available on, again, on Indiegogo. I'm going to put the links in the description section just so you guys know. I am a freelance artist, comic book creator. I've been in the entertainment field for almost 20 years now. From being lead designer of McFarlane Toys. I've done just a number of different things across the board. Storyboards, comics, things of that nature. But yeah, if you're here today is my it's another master class. I thought I'd talk about establishing shots and the importance of them. So you get kind of right into it. I'm going to show you real quickly. Try this up real fast. So actually we'll zoom in a bit. Now, establishing shots, exterior, interior shots, these things are important in storytelling. And I'll show you why too, because you want to get across to the viewer from, who's just diving into this book, the story, whatever you're doing, a location, where you are, what you're trying to tell, that kind of stuff. So let's kind of give you an example of it. And if anyone watched my other master classes, we talked about composition. Again, it's kind of like that grid system I was talking about in that one, and it applies here too, with the structure points and kind of what we're looking to do in your storytelling. But anyway, yeah, go back and watch that one if you haven't seen it already. But let's do this just kind of like a quick breakdown of what we're talking about here. So maybe this is a shot that's out in space, and maybe the importance of what's going on is in this kind of satellite-looking thing, and we'll put it like above, above a planet, Earth, whatever. Yeah, and we'll just put some clouds and whatnot. Just some kind of island masses and that kind of deal. This would be all, we're in space, so this is all blacked out. So, yeah, what we're thinking about, what we're talking about in here is, again, your focal point and establishing shots. So if there is a conversation or something's going on, two people are maybe out here in space working on this unit. Again, I'm just roughing it out, and to kind of give people a breakdown. Because you want to be able to tell a proper story with very clean and clear visuals. Again, I would just black this all out and then put stars and stuff in there, but this is kind of an example of what we're talking about. If you want to put focus on it, let's say there is a sun or something, so we're going to have some light source coming from this kind of area, shooting this way. So, and maybe these things are all lit up too, these panels on this satellite. Everything's kind of lit up. Obviously, you could detail more of it out, but I mean, this is just so we can get a clear representation of kind of what is happening with our image, with our storytelling. I'll just fill it all in. Whatever, it's all kind of loose. But the thing is too, is like I want to create contrast, so that's why I'm lighting these up, and it's going to draw your eye to this, satellite type deal, this object, whatever it is, And obviously you want to have your little clouds and things in here, show that it's Earth. Do what you got to do, stars and all that kind of deal. But this I think really represents kind of what we are looking for, and you're going to know what's happening here. Let's say you have, again, maybe you have a little character floating out here in space. There's a wire or something. They're working on it. Maybe there's two people. Who knows? But this is just, again, a quick example of what we're talking about. We could do another one, which I'll just go underneath that. You know, maybe this one is going to be more of like a city shot. So I'll just do, again, quickly. I'm going to do the basic outline of the shape of it. Just kind of like a cityscape. And again, I'm just going to be blocking in and showing you kind of roughly and loosely. And yeah, it looks like a mess right now, but I'll get in there with some bigger brushes. And I'm just giving you some shapes, some outlines. Now you could draw out a detailed city if you'd like. You could leave it in a silhouette. It's not super important on that aspect, but you know, maybe we have. Could probably use a better tool there, but I'm just going to do like. Alright, now that looks awful. I'll do a little one. So you got like a sun or a moon or whatever. Again, that ain't super crucial, but the establishing shot is. So I want to convey that we are in like a city atmosphere here, you know. Maybe we have a plane. It's kind of taken off. And now it really depends. Do you want to be showcasing the city? What does the script say? It depends on what you have there. So let's say it's a conversation. It's supposed to be on board an airplane. Well, you put in your shape of an airplane there. You could have your word balloons pointing towards here, you know. Put your dialogue in, whatever. This is probably making it confusing, so I'll just get rid of it. But it's that kind of thing. You want to have these setups, these better things going on. Then, if you want to continue the conversation of what you're doing, in regards to, I would put some little plane, birds and whatever in the sky. Again, that's what I like to call like set dressing. But the point of this is, again, is to, you want to convey to the reader where we are in an interesting way, but make it kind of clear what's going on. Now, you could have just done a shot that maybe all that wasn't necessary, or you want to change it up totally, you know. Alright, hold on. Actually, I'll do another inset, because here's something else that we could do in storytelling, where we continue whatever the conversation is going to be up here. Do your characters, put your words in, whatever. Maybe you want to zoom in, right? So then you could show the windows of the plane, maybe from the outside. And you can have your seats in here. And again, these are super loose because I only want to break it down in a very simple manner. I could get more detail with this. I could really really dive into this in a very technical way, but I don't want to do that for the moment. I just want you guys to start thinking in terms of storytelling. You know, make it interesting. Maybe these other windows are kind of half closed, but again, this is the outside of a plane. You're looking at the windows, whatever. Get your, you know, look at proper reference and whatever, but you want to make things kind of interesting. So then you go from like aspects of that, which again, you do put your reflective lights and get everything you need in there. But your conversation is going to be had on the inside here. Two people talking, whatever you want to do. You could zoom in even further, but this is kind of just breaking it down to you and to making it a little bit more, again, like I said, interesting. You want to continue that. You could then go from, so you have like, here's 1, here's 2, you go into 3, maybe 3. Now it is the point of view from the inside. So again, these are not going to be super detailed drawings. These are just kind of loose. So here's a seat. The person here is kind of leaning forward. Maybe the back of somebody's head, I don't know. They're just kind of leaning forward and talking to them. This is more like closer to storyboarding and kind of getting your layouts and your storytelling, and that kind of thing is what we're focusing on here. So this is going to be just the back of somebody's head. Here they're just leaning in, talking to this other individual there. But then, you know, you could show your outside stuff, your clouds. So, like I said, you got your establishing shot, which is here. Zoom in a little bit more. Then take it from the other view. We're inside of the plane now. There's another seat that's in front of them. And again, you could draw through, do whatever you got to do. But you know, we're not going to be showing all that. It's just going to be the other seat in front of them. But again, this is just giving you some breakdowns of story elements. This isn't supposed to be a super detailed drawing. It's just breaking down simple things for you guys when it comes to storytelling aspects. This person is, you know, just talking with their hands. So they got their hands up, whatever. And I'm just indicating it by, again, sloppy, simple drawings. You want to detail it out more, you could, but this is just so you guys could learn kind of what's going on and things you need to be keeping in mind when it comes to your storytelling elements. Again, I'm trying to keep these short because I just want you guys to practice, do your drawings, figure it out, get in there, see what's interesting to you, what's going to work a little bit better. It's stuff like that is what we're kind of, you know, these lessons are supposed to be about. You know, and I hope these examples do help. Could do another one. But remember, the establishing shots are very key in storytelling. You want people to know where the hell we are, what's going on. Maybe over here we're going to be more like in a little neighborhood. So again, normally I would be, you know, I'd put proper perspective in, but I'm only giving you guys just a simple breakdown of it, just to kind of convey something simple here. fence. This is obviously going to be like just a regular little neighborhood homes, but I'll shadow this all up. Probably easier if I go like this. Some trees and bushes, whatever. I'm going to put a figure in the foreground a little bit. I'm just indicating it with shapes. You're going to see that a lot from different people as well. Look at some of your favorite comic books, some of their favorite artists and their techniques and what they do. But there's usually, good ways of kind of showcasing things by keeping things very simple. So if you could start to think more in terms of that, simple lines, simple structures, simple layouts, then you can start to get more complicated later on. Just make sure you get the basics down first. And again, this is kind of crude, but I want to kind of establish, this is just, again, just little neighborhood. Put some trees in the background too. Whatever. Shadow this up a bit as well. You could frame it. Maybe some trees in the foreground. Again, I don't have any story elements. I'm just kind of, as I'm scribbling this out, coming up with little thoughts in my head of what could be going on here. But if you're working from a script and like that's what you need and that's what they're talking about, it's like, okay, we need an exterior establishing shot. We have a character who is kind of looking in at this home. Maybe it's slightly ominous. So that's why I start to break it down with, again, silhouettes, things of that nature, because it's going to make things stand out more. So, and again, when we're talking about contrast, it's going to help with your storytelling as well. So again, just kind of shadowing in some of this stuff here, but we're going to keep the focus on that house. So again, maybe we'll do like lighting from this kind of point. We'll hit the windows, we'll hit the rooftop a little. Maybe there's a little fence here as well. My perspective is way off on this, but again, it's not meant to be perfect at the moment. Doing it quick, doing it loose. Maybe this door is all white. most of the house is. But anyway, you can see it starts to draw the eye into that. And then again, you can put other elements. You can put the path in the street. I would probably keep this other fence and stuff all darkened in anyway. It's going to draw your eye to the house, and it's going to frame it up in a better way. Again, if you missed the composition masterclass, go take a look at that one, and you'll find out why I'm kind of doing what I'm doing here. But again, you could draw through things as well. This fence is probably way high, but let me take it down a little. But you start to get a pretty good picture of what we're doing, what I'm showing. Well, like I said, maybe that's what the script is calling for. And then put your clouds in the sky. Kind of, again, pointing towards the house, pointing towards these elements, you know. But this is kind of, I think, a pretty good and simple way to break down the importance of an establishing shot. Because then whatever's going to happen in your action, whatever you're thinking about doing, then you focus on that. You do the different angles. You get in there and you try to figure out, well, what's happening. You know, is this guy going to be kicking down the door when he gets there? Those are all decisions that you find out in your storytelling, what the writer gave you. If it's a story you're making up on your own, just these are the things, these are the steps that you need to be thinking about when you are creating. And you're going to be in a much better place if you know kind of the simple, I don't want to say rules, but the basic breakdown of stuff, because this sort of thing is used in storytelling, in movies, TV. You just want to make sure that everything is very, very clear on what you're doing. And it starts to set up the shot, because the shot is very important, and what you want to do and how you want to tell your stories. Like I said, same thing here. It's maybe your clouds are kind of framing up what's going on here. But like I said, though, if we have word balloons, I mean, people will normally be drawn right to this object here if you have the word balloons going to it. So you know where your establishing shot is. You want to show that this is the a nice city that the character just left. The characters, or again, whatever your story is, whatever's happening here. Just maybe this is water that they're flying over. It's that kind of stuff. But I could do these little scribbles and detailing out more and more all day. But again, that's not what the point of this was. The point of this is to kind of break down, like I said, establishing shots, the importance of them. Because without these, if you're just going into a story and you're like, okay, there's just two guys fighting out of nowhere, the people are going to be confused on what's going on. But sometimes you might want that, right? You might want that. You want two people fighting in an alleyway or something, or just breaking down a door, and they're kind of just in your face. Then you could kind of pull back, and when you pull back, that could be an establishing shot as well. But if it's on like that, let's say it's the opening page, and you want the reader to be kind of thrown into it, that's a cool way of doing it. But you should still be showing those establishing shots. So if it's not the first panel on the page, maybe it's the last panel on the page. Maybe it's a big splash page that you want to show people, right? To show you the location of where they are. If it's going to be a futuristic world, maybe you want, again, the details in there, buildings, characters, whatever. But yeah, just start to think about that kind of stuff, and your work's going to keep getting better and better. Your storytelling is going to be getting better. And yeah, we'll break down some more classes. Again, sorry, this is a really quick one. This was the end of the week. I've been busy with a lot of stuff, so hopefully this helps out some of you guys out there. But yeah, so remember, hit like, subscribe to my channel. I'll be getting more in depth with more stuff. I'll pre-plan some more out as well, so that it's I could have drawn these out in a better way to break it down, but sometimes people want to see me actually drawing it while I'm talking about it. So, but yeah, well, we'll play around. Let me know what your thoughts are in the chat as well, because the comments, I'm sorry, in the comment section. So I'll have a better understanding of what you guys like me to do, or you know, things of that nature. I want to be able to clarify things for you in a more proper way. So yeah, I do like hearing from everybody. Um, so yeah, all right, everybody, thanks again. Have a great night or a great day whenever you're watching this. Remember, be kind to one another, but kick ass while you create.